In this video, we're going to tackle 9 anti-Stoic habits that might be holding you back. By understanding and eliminating these habits, you'll learn to live more harmoniously with the principles of Stoicism, leading to a more peaceful and content life. The general theme focuses on self-improvement through mindfulness, emotional control, and rational thinking. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more enlightening content. Remember, stay stoic, keep an open mind, and watch till the end. It's a journey that could significantly impact your life for the better. Rule number 1 on our list of anti-Stoic habits is worrying about things outside of our control. This habit is a common stumbling block for many of us, as we often find ourselves fixating on circumstances or events that are beyond our influence. However, Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights on how to overcome this detrimental habit and find greater peace of mind. Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy and attention on things that are within our control, such as our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Worrying about factors outside of our control is seen as a futile endeavor that only leads to unnecessary stress and anxiety. For example, let's say you're planning an outdoor event, but the weather forecast predicts rain. Instead of worrying and becoming distressed about the possibility of rain, a Stoic would accept that the weather is beyond their control and focus on adapting the event or finding alternative solutions. This shift in mindset allows us to maintain our equanimity and approach situations with a rational and proactive mindset. By letting go of worries about external circumstances, we free ourselves from unnecessary mental burdens and can redirect our focus towards what truly matters, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. We become more resilient and better equipped to handle the inevitable ups and downs of life. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent to external events, but rather we learn to accept them with grace and respond in a way that aligns with our values and principles. By practicing this Stoic principle, we become more self-aware and develop a stronger sense of personal responsibility. We learn to differentiate between what we can control and what we can control and what we cannot, allowing us to channel our energy and efforts where they will make the most significant impact. This shift in perspective empowers us to cultivate a greater sense of inner peace, as we no longer allow external circumstances to dictate our emotional state. In conclusion, by letting go of the habit of worrying about things outside of our control, we embrace the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our sphere of influence. This mindset shift enables us to lead a more serene and purposeful life as we direct our energy towards what truly matters. So let's make a conscious effort to delete this anti-Stoic habit from our lives and embrace a more mindful and Stoic approach. Stay tuned for more insights on the other habits on our list, and remember to stay Stoic and watch till the end. Rule number 2 from our list of anti-Stoic habits is holding on to resentment. Resentment is a powerful and negative emotion that can consume our thoughts and poison our well-being. Stoicism teaches us the importance of forgiveness and letting go, not for the benefit of others, but for our own peace of mind. When we hold on to resentment, we allow past grievances and injustices to control our present and future. It becomes a burden that weighs us down, hindering our ability to experience true happiness and contentment. The Stoics understood that holding on to resentment only harms ourselves, like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. By practicing forgiveness, we free ourselves from the shackles of the past. It doesn't mean we condone or forget the actions that caused the resentment, but rather we choose to release ourselves from the negative emotions associated with it. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes conscious effort and self-reflection. One way to let go of resentment is to shift our perspective. Stoicism teaches us to view events from a broader perspective, considering the motives and circumstances of others. It helps us understand that people often act out of ignorance or their own struggles. By empathizing with their humanity, we can find it easier to forgive and move on. Another technique is practicing gratitude. Focusing on the positives in our lives helps diminish the importance we give to past grievances. Gratitude redirects our attention to the present moment, reminding us of the blessings we have and the countless things going right in our lives. Letting go of resentment also means freeing ourselves from the desire for revenge or seeking validation from the person who wronged us. Stoicism teaches us to find validation within ourselves, not relying on external sources. By releasing the need for revenge, we can redirect our energy towards personal growth and pursuing virtuous action. In conclusion, holding on to resentment is an anti-Stoic habit that hinders our well-being and keeps us trapped in negativity. By practicing forgiveness, shifting our perspective, cultivating gratitude, and releasing the desire for revenge, we can liberate ourselves from the burden of resentment and experience greater peace and contentment in our lives. Remember, staying stoic and letting go of resentment is an essential step towards living a more fulfilling and virtuous life. Rule number 3 from our list of anti-Stoic habits is living in the past or future. This habit refers to the tendency many of us have to dwell on past mistakes or worry excessively about future events, which ultimately robs us of our joy in the present moment. Stoicism teaches us the importance of embracing the present moment and being fully engaged in the here and now. The past is something we cannot change, and the future is uncertain, so it's futile to let our minds wander and consume us with thoughts that are beyond our control. When we constantly ruminate on past failures or regrets, we allow those negative experiences to define us. We may carry guilt, resentment, or a sense of inadequacy. Similarly, when we excessively worry about the future, we create unnecessary anxiety and stress, preventing us from fully enjoying the present. To overcome this anti-Stoic habit, we need to cultivate mindfulness and learn to be more present. Mindfulness involves intentionally focusing our attention on the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can bring our awareness to our thoughts and emotions, acknowledging them without getting caught up in them. One helpful technique to stay present is grounding ourselves through our senses. Pay attention to the sensations of your breath, the sounds around you, the feeling of the ground beneath your feet, or the taste of the food you're eating. These sensory experiences can anchor you in the present moment and help you let go of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By being fully present, we can appreciate the beauty and opportunities that surround us each day. We can savor the simple joys, connect more deeply with others, and make better decisions based on the reality of the present rather than being clouded by regrets or anxieties. Remember, life is happening right now, and the only moment we truly have is the present one. By letting go of the past and future, we can embrace the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature and find greater peace and contentment in our lives. So, stay stoic, my friend, and practice being present. Watch the full video to gain more insights into this habit and discover how it can positively impact your life. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more valuable content on Stoicism. Rule number 4 from our list of anti-Stoic habits is comparing ourselves to others. This is a common tendency that can have detrimental effects on our well-being and overall happiness. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we often find ourselves feeling inadequate or discontented with our own lives. Stoicism teaches us that each individual has a unique path and set of circumstances. We are reminded to focus on our own progress and not measure our success solely based on someone else's achievements or possession. By comparing ourselves to others, we create unnecessary stress and diminish our own self-worth. Think about it this way. If you constantly measure your life against someone else's, you'll always find someone who appears to be doing better. This can lead to a never-ending cycle of dissatisfaction and a constant desire for more. Stoicism encourages us to instead value our own virtues and progress, recognizing that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external comparison. By letting go of the habit of comparing ourselves to others, we can cultivate a sense of contentment and gratitude for what we have. We can focus on our own journey, embracing our strengths and weaknesses and working towards personal growth. This mindset shift allows us to appreciate the uniqueness of our own experiences and find fulfillment in our individual paths. So, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and continue watching this video. By understanding the negative impact of comparing ourselves to others and learning how to let go of this habit, you'll be taking a significant step towards a more stoic and fulfilling life. Remember, subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights and practical tips on living a stoic lifestyle. Stay tuned until the end, and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Rule number 5 on our list of anti-stoic habits is being driven by fear. Fear has a way of controlling our thoughts, actions, and ultimately, our lives. It hinders our ability to think rationally and make logical decisions. Stoicism, on the other hand, encourages us to face our fears head-on and approach them with a calm and rational mindset. Fear is a natural human response to perceived threats or dangers. It triggers the fight or flight response, which can be helpful in certain situations. However, when fear becomes a dominant force in our lives, it can hold us back from reaching our full potential and living a fulfilling life. One common example is the fear of failure. Many people avoid taking risks or pursuing their passions because they are afraid of failing. This fear can keep us trapped in our comfort zones, preventing us from exploring new opportunities and experiencing personal growth. Stoicism challenges us to reframe our perspective on failure and see it as a learning opportunity rather than a negative outcome. By embracing failure and learning from it, we can overcome our fear and take meaningful steps towards our goal. Another example is the fear of rejection or judgment from others. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own thoughts and actions, rather than seeking external validation. When we constantly worry about what others think of us, we become anxious and lose sight of our true selves. By letting go of this fear and embracing our authentic selves, we can live more confidently and genuinely. Overcoming fear requires a shifted mindset and a commitment to facing our fears rather than running away from them. Stoicism provides us with practical tools and techniques to cultivate courage, such as the practice of negative visualization, where we imagine worst-case scenarios and prepare ourselves mentally to handle them. This helps us build resilience and develop the strength to confront our fears. By watching this video and understanding the impact of fear on our lives, you'll gain insights into how Stoicism can help you break free from the grip of fear. It will empower you to approach challenges with a calm and rational mindset, make decisions based on logic rather than fear, and embrace discomfort as a necessary part of personal growth. So, hit the subscribe button, stay stoic, and watch till the end to embark on a transformative journey towards a fear-free and fulfilling life. Rule number 6 on our list of anti-stoic habits focuses on seeking external validation. Many of us have experienced the desire to seek approval and validation from others. We often look to others for validation of our worth, accomplishments, or decisions. However, Stoicism teaches us that true validation comes from within ourselves. When we constantly seek external validation, we become dependent on the opinions and judgments of others. We place our self-worth in the hands of others, which can lead to a fragile sense of identity. Stoics believe that our worth should not be determined by external factors, but rather by our own character, virtue, and action. By seeking validation from within, we develop a stronger and more resilient sense of self. We learn to trust our own judgment, values, and abilities. This internal validation allows us to become self-reliant and self-assured, no longer reliant on the opinions of others, to feel good about ourselves. When we let go of the need for external validation, we free ourselves from the burden of constantly seeking approval. We become less affected by criticism or rejection because we understand that our worth is not contingent on the opinions of others. This liberation allows us to pursue our goals and dreams with greater confidence, without fear of judgment or failure. Practicing Stoicism helps us cultivate a sense of independence and self-acceptance. We learn to value our own opinions and trust in our own abilities. This doesn't mean that we become arrogant or dismissive of others' perspectives, but rather that we find a balance between considering others' opinions while ultimately making decisions based on our own values and principles. By embracing internal validation, we can live a more authentic and fulfilling life. We become less concerned with fitting into societal expectations and more focused on living in alignment with our own values and virtue. This shift in mindset allows us to experience a deeper sense of contentment and inner peace. So, embrace the practice of seeking validation from within and watch as it transforms your life. Remember, hit the subscribe button to stay connected and explore more insightful content. Stay stoic and watch till the end to unlock the full potential of this philosophy in your life. Rule number 7 from our list of anti-stoic habits focuses on the idea of allowing emotions to control us. Stoicism teaches us that while it's important to acknowledge and experience our emotions, it's equally crucial not to let them dictate our emotions and decisions in life. In our daily lives, we encounter various situations that can trigger a range of emotions, such as anger, sadness, fear, or happiness. It's natural to feel these emotions, as they are part of being human. However, reacting impulsively based solely on our emotions can often lead to undesirable outcomes and regret. Stoicism encourages us to take a step back and reflect before allowing our emotions to guide us. This means giving ourselves a moment to pause, breathe, and assess the situation with a clear and rational mind. By doing so, we can make more informed and thoughtful decisions, rather than acting solely on the intensity of our emotion. For example, imagine a scenario where you receive negative feedback at work. Your initial reaction might be to feel hurt, angry, or defensive. However, instead of immediately responding with hostility or defensiveness, a Stoic approach would involve taking a moment to reflect on the feedback objectively. Ask yourself if there is any truth to it, and if there are areas where you can improve. By doing this, you can respond in a more composed and constructive manner, potentially turning the situation into a learning experience rather than a conflict. By practicing emotional control, we gain the ability to respond rather than react impulsively. Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to choose how we interpret events and how we respond to them. This level of self-control allows us to navigate through life's challenges with greater resilience and wisdom. Implementing this Stoic principle can have a profound impact on our relationships, personal growth, and overall well-being. It fosters healthier communication, reduces conflicts, and helps us make decisions aligned with our long-term goals and values. So, in order to lead a more fulfilling and balanced life, it is essential to develop emotional control. By embracing the Stoic approach of not letting our emotions control us, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Remember, staying stoic and practicing emotional control is a lifelong journey, but the rewards are well worth it. So stay tuned and continue watching till the end to explore more Stoic wisdom, and hit that subscribe button to join our community of like-minded individuals seeking personal growth and a deeper understanding of Stoicism. Rule number 8 on our list of anti-Stoic habits is being reactive instead of proactive. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to get caught up in a cycle of reacting to external events rather than taking control of our own lives. This habit goes against the core principles of Stoicism, which emphasize the importance of maintaining inner peace and rationality in the face of adversity. When we react impulsively, we often let our emotions guide our actions. This can lead to hasty decisions, misunderstandings, and unnecessary conflicts. Stoicism teaches us to pause, reflect, and respond in a calculated manner. By taking a proactive approach, we are better equipped to navigate life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. So, how can we become more proactive instead of reactive? It starts with cultivating self-awareness and practicing mindfulness. By being present in the moment, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without being consumed by them. This allows us to pause and choose how we want to respond to a given situation. Another important aspect of being proactive is taking responsibility for our own actions and choices. Stoics believe that we have control over our thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors, even if we cannot control external events. By acknowledging this, we can shift our focus from what is beyond our control to what we can influence. Furthermore, being proactive means setting goals and taking consistent action towards them. It involves planning, prioritizing, and being intentional with our time and energy. Instead of waiting for things to happen, we actively create the life we desire. By adopting a proactive mindset, we can reduce stress and anxiety, improve our relationships, and enhance our overall well-being. We become the captains of our own ships, steering our lives in the direction we choose. We learn to approach challenges as opportunities for growth and learning rather than as obstacles to our happiness. So, let's strive to be proactive in our thoughts, words, and actions. Let's take charge of our lives and embrace the power of conscious choice. By doing so, we align ourselves with the principles of Stoicism and open ourselves up to a life of peace, resilience, and fulfillment. If you found this insight valuable, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more wisdom on Stoicism and other topics that can positively impact your life. Remember to stay stoic and watch till the end, as each habit we explore contributes to your personal growth and well-being. Rule number 9 from our list of anti-stoic habits is fearing discomfort. Stoicism teaches us to embrace discomfort as a part of life and a path to growth. Avoiding discomfort at all costs can lead to stagnation and prevent us from reaching our full potential. As human beings, our natural instinct is to seek comfort and avoid anything that causes us discomfort or pain. However, the Stoics understood that true growth and personal development come from stepping outside of our comfort zones and facing challenges head on. When we constantly seek comfort and avoid discomfort, we limit our experiences and hinder our ability to learn and adapt. We miss out on opportunities for growth, resilience, and self-discovery. Stoicism calls us to embrace discomfort and view it as a necessary part of our journey towards wisdom and virtue. Discomfort can come in various forms: physical, emotional, or mental. It might be the fear of failure, the discomfort of stepping into the unknown, or the challenges that arise from confronting our own flaws and weaknesses. Stoicism encourages us to confront these discomforts rather than run away from them. By embracing discomfort, we develop resilience, perseverance, and the ability to navigate through life's challenges with strength and grace. We learn to detach ourselves from outcomes and focus on the process. We understand that growth often requires facing discomfort and that the path to success is rarely easy or smooth. Stoicism teaches us not to be controlled by our emotions or the desire for immediate pleasure. Instead, it encourages us to endure discomfort with patience and fortitude. By doing so, we cultivate inner strength, discipline, and a sense of purpose. In practicing this Stoic principle, we can start by intentionally seeking out discomfort in small ways. It could be taking up a new hobby, engaging in challenging conversations, or pushing ourselves physically. By gradually exposing ourselves to discomfort, we expand our comfort zones and become more resilient in the face of adversity. By overcoming the fear of discomfort, we open ourselves up to new experiences, personal growth, and a more fulfilling life. Remember, a life lived solely in the pursuit of comfort may lead to complacency and missed opportunities. So let's embrace discomfort, step out of our comfort zones, and watch as our lives transform for the better. If you found this explanation valuable, please hit the subscribe button to join our community of Stoic enthusiasts. Stay stoic and watch till the end to explore more insightful content.